Sophia was my college girlfriend. Or rather, the girl I paid to date me. Though I never treated her as a plaything, that's how others saw us. No one believed a rich kid would truly love someone from her world. Then I dumped her without explanation. Years later, we met again. I was a masseur at a luxury spa, and she, now a millionaire, booked me for a private session. After graduation, my family went bankrupt. My father fled with his mistress. That same year, I killed a man in excessive self-defense and served 2 years in prison. Inside, an old inmate taught me therapeutic massage. Now at the spa, former socialites who once chased me book sessions just to humiliate me. I endure it. I need the money. Today, as I was about to leave, the manager called. Jason, VIP Suite 888. A major client requested you. Nail this, and you might not need to work all year. On my way, I grabbed the kit I'd just packed up, a knot of apprehension tightening in my gut. The wealthier the client, the higher the chance they were a creep. Just this morning, I'd had a session with a woman who had to be over 400 pounds. She'd periodically slap me across the face as I worked on her. $1,000 a slap. So, I endured it. I knocked on the door to 888. Come in. The voice was cool and young. I opened the door and saw a woman sitting on the living room sofa, dressed in a sleek black power suit. Her long hair cascaded loosely over her shoulders, a touch of languor that created a striking contrast with the sharp, professional lines of her attire. Her face was breathtaking. More beautiful than I remembered from college. She'd been gorgeous then, but with a lingering innocence. Now she possessed the captivating allure of a woman in full bloom. It was her, Sophia, the girl I had kept in college. Back then, her world had fallen apart. Her father, a construction worker, had been seriously injured on a job site, but the contractor skipped town without paying a cent. Faced with suffocating medical bills, she'd considered dropping out of school. Her mother, however, insisted she stay, saying it would be a waste for the family's brightest to quit. So, her underachieving younger brother dropped out instead and got a job at a bar. One night, some thug's girlfriend looked at him a little too long, and the thug and his friends broke her brother's legs. The shock sent her mother into a spiral, and she was hospitalized with a severe illness. Suddenly, the weight of her entire family landed on Sophia's shoulders. It was a burden so heavy that a young college student saw only one way out: selling her body. The campus rumor mill painted me as a playboy with deep pockets. I had in fact tried to flirt with her once, but she'd turned me down. I left her alone after that. I was more talk than action, a smart ass who liked to flirt but never pushed it. But then, she found me. In front of a crowd of people, she announced she would be my girlfriend, on one condition. I had to lend her $500,000. I agreed to the loan but told her she didn't have to be my girlfriend. I wasn't the kind of guy who took advantage of someone's desperation. But the day I transferred the money, she showed up at my door. I was living in a sprawling penthouse I'd bought off campus. It was raining, and the downpour had soaked her white blouse, making it cling to her. I wanted to look, but I didn't have the nerve. I let her in, found her some dry clothes, and we sat in silence. She was the one who finally broke it. Jason, until I pay back that $500,000, I'm yours. When the debt is clear, you can give me my freedom back. I wanted to tell her it was unnecessary, that the money meant less to me than what I'd spend tipping some streamer in a week, but I knew that would crush her pride. So instead, I said, then you can be my housekeeper. From that day on, Sophia lived with me. She cooked my meals, managed my life, and even cleaned me up when I came home, blind drunk. The girls who chased me were relentless, constantly harassing her, calling her a whore, trying to claw her way into high society. She never told me about it, never defended herself. She just silently endured it. When I found out, I confronted them, telling them to back off. But that only made things worse for her. She'd get accidentally hit in the face with a basketball, or accidentally shoved down a flight of stairs.